This is the story about my first pair of design glasses. Except that I know that I find these glasses very attractive, I know nothing about them. They're called design glasses, but who designed them? And more information, like of what material are they made? How did they come to Eindhoven? How were they produced? What kind of techniques were used? And how are they made? I went to the shop where I bought my glasses, called Stufkens, here in Eindhoven. They told me that they ordered all special eyeglasses at Creatief Brille, a company located in Lunteren, in the Netherlands. My frame is made of a material called acetate, which is a kind of plastic and is produced in Japan. From Japan the frame is shipped to Norway, from Norway the frame went to the Netherlands by plane. After arriving, T&T brought the frame to the optician, in Eindhoven. The brand of my eyeglasses, called Shock, is a Scandinavian brand that stands for Stockholm, Helsinki, Oslo and Copenhagen, which are also the 4 product lines of the brand. On the inside of my personal glass frame it says Shock with a bold O, which means that my spectacles are from the Oslo collection. This collection is inspired by the streets of Oslo. They try to frame a simplified version of the map of Oslo. Filmpje is the one that created Shock from the beginning, and Katinka Bryn Bean is his right hand. He has his formal education from optometry and has about 20 years of experience with optical frames in sales, design and production. The other designer, Katinka, has her master in industrial design from the Oslo School of Architecture and Design. In addition to design, she has her experience from advertising, being a project leader with bachelor in marketing. Because my frame is from a special edition, a third designer was involved, Erland Hoholm, a hairdresser which loves cutting-edge design and tried to give the glasses a more three-dimensional optical illusion look. Now I know the brains behind the design of my glasses, but what is the material? And how is the material made? Acetate is an abbreviation for cellulose acetate and is made of a renewable resource, organic pulp, like rests of wood or cotton. They add a few chemicals and after all kinds of chemical reactions, the cellulose acetate is produced in long, narrow sheets that are slightly wider than the eyeglass frames. For making my frame, they used 2 thin sheets. On both sheets they painted these black stripes and afterwards they melted the 2 sheets on each other. That's what causes the nice 3-dimensional look. Acetate is a very nice material because it is lightweight, glossy, hypoallergenic, cheap, easy to produce, a thermoplast, easy to clean, it can be composed, there are no byproducts from the manufacture, all plastic can be recycled and many more good reasons. The acetate sheets are heated and the glass frames cut out. A hot narrow strip of steel, called the core, is put in the center of the temples, parts that will rest on your ear. They do this so that you can adjust the frame to your head and the frame will not bend back in its original shape. Then the frame gets polished and after that they heat in the plastic to make it fit the curves of the face. And then it's sent to Norway. The glass in the frame itself, which make that I can see well again, are actually not made of glass, but a plastic called Enoya 1.67, invented and made by a company called Hoya. This material is very high-tech, very thin, even for high lens strengths, low weight, trustworthy and optically perfect. Stufkens, where I bought my spectacles, orders these big round lenses from Hoya, which already have the strength that is needed for my personal glasses. Hoya has 3 factories, one in the Netherlands, one in the USA and one in Japan. When they get an order, they check in which factory the wanted lens is available and there they send it to Eindhoven. Then the optician cuts the round lenses in the right shape to fit the frame. Then they adjusted the frame to my head by heating it up. And I was ready to see the world in a new perspective. A week after I bought my spectacles, I went on a trip to the design week in Milan. Of course with my new design glasses. While sleeping, someone sneaked into my tent and stole my new glasses. Must have been a jealous designer.
It's coming back around.
At the design week, I saw nobody walking around with a pair of glasses which looked like mine. So when I came home, I got back to the optician and I ordered exactly the same glasses over again. So they ordered the frame at Creatief Brillen. Creatief Brillen ordered the frame at Japan, and on and on and on again.